This is Newcap News with Nicole Stilger.
It's an energy trend that's seen a spike over the last 2 years with rebate programs in place in Alberta and Saskatchewan. It seems solar power may be a way to cut energy costs in a greener way. Adam MacVicker with more.
Everybody loves solar. The consumers love solar. It's people's favorite type of energy.
Despite relatively low energy prices, residents on the prairies are letting the sun shine on solar power.
Most of our installs are actually in Saskatchewan right now. They already had rebates there. It's about 2 years old, so Alberta is catching up to where Saskatchewan was.
Alberta hopes to reach 30% renewable energy by 2030. In 2016, the government created the Alberta Municipal Solar Program, a $5 million incentive for communities to install solar panels on municipal buildings.
If the municipalities are not spending that money on electricity, they're spending it on delivering programs that all of us enjoy, or paving the roads, or fixing up the arena, or all the things that really matter to us as families.
A similar vision is being laid out in the northern Saskatchewan village of Green Lake, where high costs and an unreliable power grid have the community taking the leap to solar energy. The $137,000 program is expected to be complete in May. Back in Alberta, a renewed focus on residential solar power.
A lot of them are doing it for environmental reasons, but almost every time it does come down to financial. How much am I going to save? How much does it cost me? How much am I going to save?
To tackle those costs, the government announcing a $36 million rebate program for Albertans going solar.
The program will cut solar installation costs by up to 30% for residences and up to 25% for businesses and nonprofits.
The program would see the government cover 75 cents per watt on new installations, which are estimated to cost around $10,000. And with a solar program in the works for the farm and agriculture sector, the industry remains optimistic in 2017.
I only see growth for the next 5 to 10 years, unless there's a big market shift away from solar.
Adam MacVicker, Newcap News.
Well, power engineers attending Lakeland College have the opportunity to take their training to the next level with a new second-class certificate program this fall. The college already offers fourth and third-class certificates, but second class isn't common in many Alberta institutions.
I think it is the first in Alberta. All the other colleges, they only offer half the program, but in Lakeland College, we offer the whole program.
Students will learn in the college's Energy Center in a classroom setting under the instruction of first-class power engineers.
There are 6 papers, that means 6 exams for the government exam before one can get the STEAM ticket. We will offer all 6 papers in here in probably around 9 months or so.
Students will also qualify for 9 months of steam time reduction by the Alberta Boilers Safety Authority. And as Lakeland College students buckle down for their final exams, the SPCA visited the Lloydminster campus to provide a furry distraction. The shelter brought 3 cats to the Students' Association for anyone walking by to cuddle and play with during this difficult time of year.
Obviously heading into exam time, a very stressful time, and they love to just spend some time with the animals. And for us, it's great for the animals to get some extra attention and enrichment as well.
The SPCA was invited by the Students' Association to take students' minds off exams, summer jobs, and moving.
I just like the animals. I mean, it's so much fun, and then to see them bring a smile to other students' faces, it makes it worth it. Some say that that's what they needed, just a few minutes to just relax, not think about oh, I have an accounting final, and it just kind of helps them unwind and take their mind off things.
The SPCA will return to campus with more furry friends during midterms next fall. And there are 2 cats available for adoption in this week's pet project. Buck is a 2-year-old domestic short-haired cat, and so is Holly. Here's John from the SPCA.
This talkative fellow is Buck, a 2-year-old domestic short-haired cat. Buck came to us as a stray on February 1st and immediately made himself at home with all the other cats. He currently resides in a cat condo with his best pal Mervyn. Together they spend their days napping high on the cat condo or play wrestling down below. Buck adores people almost as much as he enjoys the company of his fellow felines. Once he's out of his kennel, he's perfectly content just to sit on your lap and sleep away the day. Buck is one cool customer who is sure to bring some extra spunk to your life. Be sure to stop by the SPCA and meet this lovely fellow today. This beautiful cat is Holly, a 2-year-old domestic short-haired cat. Although a little shy at first, once she gets to know you, she'll snuggle up next to you for some extra pets and cuddles. Holly isn't a high-energy cat, rather she's perfectly content to sit in front of the window and watch the world go by. Holly is such a sweet girl that will fill your life with so much love. All she needs now is that special family to love her unconditionally. Could you be that family? Be sure to stop by the SPCA and meet this lovely girl today.
This is Newcap Sports.
Assassin's Creed, Casino Royale, Free Runner, and Tracers, all examples of movies where you'll see wild stunts, gymnastic-like moves, and lots of running, otherwise known as parkour. Although not yet a mainstream sport, one local boy is working to change that. Lance Phillips has more.
This is Eric Reinhart. On the explosion gymnastics floor, he's a marvel to watch. And at 14 years old, is a mostly self-taught parkour phenomenon, which is pretty incredible, considering he's only been practicing the sport for 2 months.
I've been training explosion gymnastics basically all the time. I've been doing parkour, and the reason I like it is because you can do anything and you can practice any trick. It's just so massive, and we have a bunch of foam pits. You can do anything you like.
But foam pits weren't always his thing. There was a time when before foam, the landing area was wood and grass.
I remember the first night, he's like, "Dad, I'm going to do a backflip." And I said, "Wait till I get home because you could get hurt." I walk out onto the deck, and in the dark, there's this kid in his bare feet, and it's cold outside. And he says, "Dad, I just did my first one." I said, "I seen it, son." I said, "Why don't we do this at a little safer place and so you don't get hurt?"
I did gymnastics, but it just wasn't really my thing. So what I did is at the end we get free time, and so I teach myself flips in that time. But now I don't do gymnastics anymore, and I just go to the free gym at Explosion Gymnastics.
Parkour's roots date as far back as 1902, yet it didn't take hold in North America until 2004. Since then, it's gained tremendous traction. It's not only a great way to stay in shape, but if you're good enough, like Eric, it looks pretty cool, like this. Nice.
Thanks. Well, a good thing would be to come to Explosion Gymnastics, and they have free gym on Wednesdays and Saturdays at night, and that's an awesome way to get into it. Even just going to the playground and looking at things differently, if you learn like basic parkour moves and basic kongs and like vaults and stuff, then you can go anywhere and pretty much just go have fun.
Recently, Eric competed in Las Vegas at an international parkour competition. His performance was outstanding, considering the danger lurking beneath his feet.
We were warned ahead of time there might not be mats, but when you see that it's smooth concrete and it's slippery and how many people are going to be there, it changes the game.
The competition was like really awesome. The thing that I didn't know what was happening when we got there is everything's on concrete, and I didn't know that. I thought there would be like a little bit of mats or even just like a small mat like this big or something, but there's absolutely no mats, all concrete. And so that was a big shocker for me.
Even though he cut out some of his greatest tricks, he's able to go to the next competition because he didn't get hurt. There's always the next competition, but if you get hurt, there is no next competition.
Throughout all of it, there's one driving force that helps Eric succeed daily: his dad.
Oh, big time. Yeah, obviously he's the one that brought me to Las Vegas. He's the one that's like pushing me to, like, he works out with me at night and stuff, so he's a big part of it.
To see your son have a passion and excel at something, every parent wants that, and I don't want my agenda for my kids and create my passions into their life. I want them to find their passions, and I'll support it. And Eric is a very passionate kid.
Lance Phillips, Newcap Sports, Lloydminster.
Well, the Lloydminster Red Dogs are having another outstanding season, and most of that success is due in large part to the contributions of some unexpected sources. The addition of 10 grade 9 players is a new high for the midget program, and the addition of those 14-year-olds has proved to be more far-reaching than the coaching staff or the veteran players originally expected.
The strength of next year and the year after is actually amazing. We've been fortunate enough to get up on some games. Those kids have been able, and players have been able to get into the game, and it's almost like the starters are in. So that is very impressive.
I've been pretty impressed. There's a lot of people that have stepped up this year and filled in gaps that were missing, and that's pretty great, and it's huge to help out the team like that. But right now they're still learning. We still got lots to do, and they're just getting more experience as the year goes on.
It's experience they probably aren't getting if they stayed at the bantam level, but make no mistake, the size of jump from bantam to midget should not be underestimated.
It's huge, it's gigantic. it's way faster, way bigger, way tougher, way stronger. It's just bantam smaller.
With 2 games left in Lloydminster's season, there's not a lot of opportunities remaining for the young players before they become the veterans in 2018.